All right, this is a Stirred Up podcast. Welcome, everybody. Want to introduce everybody? I guess I'm sure everybody will get to know everybody. Everybody will get to know everybody. Yeah. So, to my right, Jenna, George, and Orange.
That's
Amazing
me.
restaurant, and we love Jenna.
Who
Jenna
doesn't
Fitzgerald.
love Jenna? There's a lot of people that don't.
Jenna. Over here, the Chow Factor, Jeffrey Chow.
Yes, sir.
Bless Amanda Lang de Silva.
Really just the wife.
And the Wizard producing
Wiz.
the Stirred Up podcast. Subscribe, like, comment. We need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
In many ways.
In many ways.
Today we're talking about fashion. And we say that because my husband was going to get punched in the nuts the other day when he said fashion in the most serious way about 45 times. There was a long eyebrow hair this morning. I meant to cut for you. It was quite outrageous.
I was doing that because if I do this, it'll just still be
Yeah,
one
it
that'll be
will.
like this.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That's what happens.
That's a
You
sign
won't
of
have to
growing
worry
old.
about that until you're in your 30s like myself.
You could get like a nose trimmer and an eyebrow trimmer.
No.
Anyway, so these two here really love fashion. As you all know, I just rock
Which
a high
two?
bun. You two.
Oh,
Us too.
yeah, Jenna was kind of dissing my
She was
pants.
dissing your pants today.
Yeah, your
so,
pants are terrible. I'm sorry.
I know.
Carl.
And so he's
Carl.
he's taken a liking to Mark's Work Warehouse.
Okay, fair enough.
But Greg is not a construction worker by any means, and anyone that knows him knows he is not handy around the house.
And Greg is
'Cause he
not
likes
somebody that
fashion.
doesn't strike me as a Mark's Work Warehouse.
Nope.
Carl, can you help me out?
Okay, well,
Carl, help me
like
out.
the whole pants thing, the whole workman, I guess, fashion thing. I mean, I think
There's nothing wrong with cargo pants. Let's
no,
just
there's
say that.
nothing wrong with
These
cargo
are
pants
not
at all.
cargo pants. These are something that somebody
Strike a
wears.
pose,
on
strike a pose, do a
This is what
360.
somebody wears
Show
in
your
the
butt off.
Northumberland forest when they're out for a hike.
I think it's
Or
it's
they're
really.
out fishing.
They do look like fishing pants,
I
actually.
mean, Allie Hansen makes them for Christ's sake.
Yeah, because they're kind of what you guys probably can't hear at home is they're kind of making a shh sound
Yeah, they're like-
because they're waterproof.
Yeah.
They're like George on Seinfeld when he's wearing those pants to
It's
that.
well, then like I think it's just the material in general, right? Because like for
the
example,
material in general is what's bothering me because that was
Yeah,
what,
so
that's
it's-
where,
it's
that's
not the
where I'm
pants,
getting
it's-
the
yeah.
the hiker vibe from
yeah,
is the material.
like it's just
not
this like the
style.
swishing,
No, no,
right?
no,
And
no.
like I understand that,
You
but
should
then
weigh in.
if we're talking about the whole workman thing, I completely agree with people like going to like work stores and buying things. Like I debated on doing it like whenever.
Carhartt's
Yeah,
big in
like
this
you
town.
could go to like Sale and get like Carhartt or like a pair of Dickies overalls for like $40.
Yeah, so like,
Yeah.
Carhartt's
They're
what's
perfect.
what's Dickies? These?
Mhm.
Like, what is there?
No, it's really just the material that
just- yeah.
that ticks Jenna off. That like I don't mind it. I have nothing
Yeah.
wrong
It's
with
like parachute material.
It's amazing.
It's just not you, to be honest. Like this is different for me when in regards to you.
So
It's
what is
just-
me?
Yeah, what's
You-
what's great?
Does
Greg
this-
is
does-
a lot of like crew necks, like you have on.
Mm-hmm.
And
From Providence
and those,
and
like,
Peterborough.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
And those like jogger style pants with
Yeah.
like the elastic
No,
around the
that's
You used
bottom.
to never wear joggers.
That's like
He only went to
2017.
joggers
That's
when we moved
over.
to the
You
country.
That's
wore
when you
those
first-
last week.
No, I didn't. I don't wear them anymore. I might wear my track pants if I have to do something quickly or run through the restaurant, but I don't wear those. Right? Don't.
You have a lot of joggers that you've acquired since we moved to the country.
Yeah, but I mean, since the past 2 years, I haven't worn those like.
The,
I
like,
wear these now.
the thin like
yeah,
the
thin, legs.
thin
Yeah, I
pants
don't-
cuff like
No,
on. It's so weird because we went from
no. It's,
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on Lululemon?
I love.
I
Lululemon.
try and get him
Like
to wear
Lululemon.
Lululemon,
For gr-
and
for-
he
Like
never
for
for
men
women,
or
it's
No,
girls?
like
In general, I'm asking everybody on the floor right now. What's your take
Okay.
on Lululemon?
Lululemon
One at a time,
pants-
please.
Okay.
Okay. Carl, go
Lululemon
ahead.
Heated
pants.
topic.
pants and shirts, like obviously I haven't tried the women's stuff, but like the men's
Shirts are
stuff,
obviously
they
curl.
feel so good.
Like butter.
Like just
But
the material.
The fashion is not.
Well, it's not even for like
not-
I
yeah,
It's
it's
not
just for
it's not
comfort.
for going
like
out. They're for
Lululemon
comfort.
pants.
Mm.
They're comfy. Like I would wear them all the time,
Mm.
and I think overall the material and the quality of that the brand is producing, I think it's pretty good. Obviously, it's
For what they're
fucking-
charging, it
It's
better
fucking
be, so
expensive,
Yeah, it's
but
very
like,
expensive.
yeah.
Oh,
I
You know
don't-
what? You know what I
got-
do
we got-
like
yeah.
and appreciate is that it brings up conversation. So I think that's
Well,
that's
Fashion?
that's the
Or
cool thing,
Lululemon?
right? And so no, the fashion part, right? So if it does something for somebody, then it's doing something, right? So that's something. It's like art, right?
Yes, he doesn't wear
Absolutely,
Lululemon.
yeah.
It's like art.
It's
It's
your
like
expression of yourself
it's
through your
it's an
Yeah.
expression. It's an expression, so it's cool. So I think like with like the Off-White that I'm wearing today. Have you heard of Off-White?
I have.
The Off-White.
I actually wear a lot of
I
Off-White.
love Off-White. It's
actually.
like it's a nice creme, right? That's a kind of a cool creme.
Creme
I
fresh.
thought you were talking about the brand. I was
What,
like, I thought you were
creme?
talking about the brand, like Off-White.
Off-White, no. So, but it's good. It brings up emotions. You know, it's like
Yeah.
art.
You have a great sense of style. I've said this before. I think I
Appreciate it.
love your sense of style.
Yeah.
I
And I
your,
love
I
being
love your
made-
fashion.
You know my fashion, and I love people making fun of me. It's one of my favorite things.
Like your wife does a lot.
Yeah, like I think it's
Like, what do you mean?
That's why we get
Like I like my friend Alex would make fun of me when I
More
yeah,
sarcastic though, no? It's like
Yeah.
sarcastic fun, no?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
not
I mean,
meant to, like,
like
hurt
my
feelings.
friend Alex used to always say how I would be in an audition. Like I'd say, I said, oh, I failed my audition and today, or like I did bad in my audition. He would say, you probably went in and went,
Yeah.
my name is Greg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great because it's just like
Because he's making fun of me, and I get that. I think it's great. So I think with the whole, you know,
I'm a Libra. I'm very sensitive.
Are
I
you?
don't like when people pick on me.
Yeah.
well, it's not picking. It's making.
No,
light.
I
It's
know.
making-
I don't
it's
know. But
fun.
I'm a sensitive
like wh-
person, and you wouldn't know that about me. I hide that well.
No, I know you're
I do.
sensitive.
I do. Oh God.
Even me saying that you're sensitive, and
Yeah,
it probably bothers
true.
you.
But
I'm a true Libra. I
Are
admit
ya?
it. Oh yeah,
That's okay.
100% in every way.
You're amazing. Though.
I'm
You
the same
don't-
as
yeah,
you.
it's-
You're a Libra.
Yeah.
Jeff
Are you
is
a
very.
hopeless romantic, Jeff?
Hopeless?
Yeah.
He's hopeless.
I'm not hopeless.
Are you
I'm
a
a-
romantic?
Yeah, I could say that I'm sensitive.
Are you
He is-
indecisive?
Sorry?
Indecisive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my biggest one.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think sensitivity, emotional,
Yep.
and
He is very sensitive.
I'm proud to say that I'm sensitive.
Yeah, me too.
Because what I do is I work on when people, because there's people, friends of mine, close friends of mine that know that,
Yeah.
and they'll say things to us to get, and then say, "Oh, look, you're sensitive."
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a great opportunity to work, because we're always going to be a work in progress.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? So when I said when your lips slap when you eat, did that bother you a little bit?
No.
No.
It did inside a little.
A
No,
li-
no.
like
See,
a
this
li-
is
a
no,
little-
but this is the thing. It's like I'm proud that it doesn't anymore. Because 5,
Right.
10 years, I wouldn't know the difference of what it was to be. You know, your emotions are emotions. That's not changing. You're not changing its triggers. Like we talk about it all the time.
Right.
But I know now how to not react to stuff like that. Because it's just controlling the emotion to be like.
Does
Yeah.
something get stirred though a little bit? Like
To be quite honest, there's always a.
did you feel to punch me in the face when I was?
No, but funny enough, 10 years ago, yeah, and not only that, we would be snappy about it. Like if someone said that you felt was off the, it wasn't, you would be like immediately reactive.
Yeah, you'd be like, yo, what the fuck?
That's sensitivity.
Yeah, like me and you, we've had a few battles in our time.
Well, the recent battles we have, I think, is because we are both sensitive and we have a family relationship. We're
Right.
brothers like
brothers,
that. So we can get under each other's skin.
Yeah.
But as fast as we get at each other under each other's skin, we man up and bond. We make
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 up,
up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make out. Fashion.
Make up and make it.
Fashion. I don't
Hashtag
think
too
me and
much
Jenna have
information.
ever had a fight,
I don't think so, no.
which is kind of weird because
You're-
we're very close.
You're
Yeah.
very different than a lot of people,
What does
though.
that mean? In a good
In
way?
a
or
very
bad
good way.
In a
In a-
very
in
good
a
way.
very good way.
You're very non-combative.
Yeah.
I would like to. I also am very
Yeah,
non-combative.
you're not
Yeah.
either. Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, and there's.
But we still talk about, maybe that's what it is, because
I'm
you
very-
talk about, you're combative. But you
100% you are.
about-
I fight with you. I
You
fought with
fight.
you.
You've never fought with
We've
me.
had-
Well, let's
Amanda,
go watch.
we've
Not
had
like a real
not a
fight,
fight,
though.
but we've had like verbal disagreement
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
for
We've-
sure.
We've had a.
We had one last week.
What happened?
We don't need to get into it.
Well, tell me what happened. Just like
You telling me that I need to get rid of the word never out of my mind.
Yeah.
well, that's it's not a combative thing. That's just
No,
a
I'm
positive
just saying
thing.
we've had more verbal disagreements than
But that-
your
but-
wife and I have had.
But it's okay. That's not
Doing
this-
it right now.
Okay, but I mean, I think when I was talking to you, it's out of concern
Oh,
and
I know,
love.
it's out
It
of
wasn't-
love, for
it-
sure.
So I don't when something's out of concern and love, I think it's hard to be. It's not like a negative.
I don't think it's a negative thing at
Yeah,
all. I'm not
it's
saying
just-
it's a
it's
negative.
just
And
like-
also, like, that's the thing about me where people are like, you're so non-combative.
Right.
But a lot of people take that as non-complacent or
Right.
like, even though I speak my mind all the time,
Yeah.
sometimes in the wrong way,
Mm.
I put a shield up always. And unless I'm super close with you, like, I'm not going to go there or pressure you to go there. Whereas, like, all my best friends talk to me, but talk to my husband when they want actual advice. Because they're like, you may not give me, or your approach may not be as nice as your husband's approach is going to be with me.
Yeah, and I find, and I don't want to make it like a gender thing, but it's more with your friends and that instead of just coming out and like saying what it is, I think what happens is, not all the time, but some of the time, and you could tell me if this is with your friends as well, is that you kind of hold it down there, and then it's sort of there, and then you kind of like let it go,
And
but
then-
not really let it go, and then 6 months later there's a
Passing
big
gas.
big fight with crying and
Yeah.
screaming and
Yeah.
like it's just once in a while. Is that does that where it's
I
kind of
mean,
like
that's like me. That's me on the regular. Like, I'm one of those
Yeah.
people that I bottle everything in until the
Yeah,
moment, the
so
day
am
that
I.
I'm
Right,
like totally
right,
slow. But
right.
I wouldn't say
Which
in
is-
with my friends. I honestly, I don't think I can think of a single time when I've had a really big blow up with one of my best
Really?
friends. No,
whoa, did my voice just crack?
Really?
no,
Really? No, really?
I don't think so. Not that I can think of.
Wow. The only person that I've never really got heated with is Paul, is Irish Paul. And I guess it's just a personality thing.
Mm-hmm.
You for sure, Alex definitely for sure, even worse. Me and Alex almost came to blows a few times, right? Which is insane, but I mean, it's passionate too, right?
But
It's
that's
just-
what it is.
Yeah.
I feel it's passion. Like when I get emotionally,
Fashion, did you say?
both. It's passion for the fashion. It's. But I mean, I feel like you. If you don't have any sensitivity, it's better to have sensitivity than not have any sensitivity, because yeah, it's scary if you don't. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I could say you're a bit sensitive.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
That's what I mean.
sensitive.
But it's the passion side. Carl,
No, Carl.
I don't know. Like,
Carl's, yeah.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, I am a sensitive
Good-
person,
good
but
answer.
I never show it. You know what I mean? And it's not
That's the way I
that.
am too.
It's kind of like how we've been writing, where we were talking about like
Took the
a lot
bait.
of people show their struggle in their music, but I don't want to show that because one, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, so why would I? Like, if I'm telling a story, I'm not telling a cry for help in a way. I want to have something to be said, instead of just a song about me like bitching about the situation that I'm in. And I'm not even in bad situations. It's more of just I don't really have the urge to talk about maybe not even necessarily my struggles, but just back to what we were talking about, but more of just talking about things that maybe bother me. I don't see a reason to talk about it as much because overall it's irrelevant to me in 20 minutes. And I don't know, I know myself, I'm able to brush things off very easily, and I'm grateful that I don't really bottle things in. It kind of just goes because I know it's going to be like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah, you
Don't
see?
do it. It's the worst.
You see, the thing I think as well is that you're gonna have your time to go through all kinds of other periods of your life.
yeah. And
right. So for now, if that's what you're feeling, that's great. That's
Mhm.
your truth.
Well,
and
that's the thing, like-
Amazing. Yeah.
like overall, I know I'm young. So what's the point of me worrying, you know? Like,
That's
as long
good.
as I know where I want to go, and I
Yeah.
know how, maybe I don't know how I'm going to get there at first, but as long as I find a way to get there, there's no point in me bitching about the way as long as I make it to the place that I wanted to be.
Did you hear that? Okay.
No, he's smarter than all of us sitting
Right.
here.
Yeah. All of us with all our stuff. No, but we all have stuff, right? And
No, like,
that's great.
I completely understand the whole venting thing.
Sure.
Because, like, obviously it does feel good to vent, and I've
Right.
vented before. Like,
I feel like I was Carl at his age too, though. To be honest.
Yeah.
I think I was pretty chill. I'm still pretty chill. You're chill, but it's you just take on
I just
stuff.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
don't let people see my unchill
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah.
like,
I've seen your unchill moments,
Yeah, that's because you're
Yeah,
good
because you're
friends.
good. You're one of my good friends.
and that's amazing. And I feel, and it's, I love. Okay, this is one thing I'm gonna say, and is vulnerability to me is the most beautiful thing.
Mhm.
It's the most beautiful, beautiful thing. And when we're able to get to a place of vulnerability, everything just peels away. You know what I mean? And do you know what I mean by that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that makes me super uncomfortable.
It makes Amanda super uncomfortable, right? That's- and that's my wife. There you go. But I think it's good. Yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Can we go back to for our final question?
Sure.
Lighten it up,
Okay.
because I thought of that really fun question earlier.
Okay.
Okay.
So when everything is allowed to be open again,
Right.
and don't even think about it, just say where's the first place you want to travel,
Ugh.
and we'll go
Okay.
around in a circle.
No, don't.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
Wanu or Godu?
Go, Jeffrey.
Wanu or Godu is the question, because I'm gonna go somewhere because I have to. But want to? Japan.
Mm.
Good answer.
Tokyo?
Good answer.
Tokyo?
Yeah, Japan, like
Yeah, yeah,
Tokyo.
yeah.
Yeah, as much as Japan as I can afford it.
Amanda?
Yeah.
I also really want to go back to Southeast Asia. Not necessarily Vietnam in particular, except that I know that we've been talking about that for a while now, and we haven't been able to do it, so that included.
Mhm.
But I think I would like to go back to, I mean, Carl were talking about earlier,
Mhm.
when I was in the Philippines, I didn't get to go to any of the islands, and I would really like to do like Palawan and Cebu and those islands.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
I was supposed to go to the Philippines.
Philippines. I want to go there too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably pick the Philippines just because, one, there's family, and two, I always hear stories because, like, obviously we have group chats back home and all of that. But there's a lot of things that I've missed out, and it's definitely a part that I miss, and I was really looking forward to it. But then, you know, COVID and all of that. But yeah, I think I'd go to the Philippines, or honestly, I'd just spend more time in the city, like in Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can still go there.
Yeah,
How much
I
to
just
do,
rather
though?
not. That's all.
Jennifer.
I think I'm
Just
gonna
joking.
go with Prague and
Ah,
just
good
Europe,
choice.
Europe in
Yeah.
general, because I've been saving Europe. I've done a lot of traveling, and I've been saving Europe for a while, and I'm just like, after all of this, I'm ready to
Yeah.
Yeah.
go.
Cool.
Nice.
It's amazing. How we doing? We're good?
Oh, we're like over probably.
Okay, sweet. Please subscribe, comment, like our YouTube channel, Stirred Up Podcast as well. Follow us on Instagram, the L Coburg.
George and Orange CBG.
Chow Factor, the _ Chow Factor.
And
I don't have an Instagram.
_ Carl Cotton.
all right, cool. And follow us on Instagram, Stirred Up Podcast. We love you. Be kind to each other. Love one another. Yeah, let's bring some happiness into this world. Peace.